Have you guys ever been to a haunted house before? Most places in our town are normal, like your school or the local restaurant. But what if I told you there are places, maybe even in your own town, that are so haunted that people have disappeared forever? Today, I'll be showing you the most haunted abandoned places in the world, from the creepy forests to old caves underground where millions of bones lay. By the way, do you guys want to play Roblox with me? I'll put my Roblox account somewhere in this video and will accept friend requests within 24 hours to keep the friend list from getting too crowded. Please watch the whole video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help me reach my first 10,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much.
1. Rosie Shark.
This is the story of Rosie the Shark, a real great white shark whose fate became a terrifying real-life urban legend. As a shark lover, I find this story more sad than scary.
This shark was left behind in an abandoned wildlife park. Her name was Rosie. She died in 1997 because she was really badly tangled in fishing nets. In 1998, Rosie's body was taken to be put on display at Wildlife Wonderland in Victoria. But in 2012, the park shut down and then Rosie was just left behind. But in 2018, an Urbex YouTuber discovered Rosie when he was checking out the abandoned wildlife park. The video went viral and people started commenting and revealing the location. Vandals went to the wildlife park, smashed the glass. The tank was filled with toxic chemicals, but they also threw like chairs and other objects into the tank. And in 2019, they went and got Rosie's body and put it on display at Crystal World. And just to clarify, she died in 1997. This is her looking a bit, how you going?
Rosie was abandoned in that chemical tank for 6 long years. I almost cried. Those were her 6 loneliest years. Did you know another whale was also abandoned until it died in an aquarium?
2. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, the death hospital.
It sounds fancy, like a luxury spa or something, but you are dead wrong. Sanatoriums are places where people with untreatable illnesses were sent. People go there to extend their life a bit, but they are still guaranteed to die. And guys, the things they did to try and survive a bit longer are just horrifying.
No one could have known that this would mark the beginning of 60 years of suffering, and something far darker that would never leave. When the first tuberculosis patients arrived at Waverly Hills in 1910, the gleaming white facility stood as a beacon of modern medicine in Louisville, Kentucky. Doctors promised cutting-edge treatments and fresh mountain air. Instead, they created a nightmare that would outlive the hospital itself. At the height of the epidemic, Waverly Hills saw 400 to 500 deaths annually. The staff developed grim routines. Bodies were wheeled through a 500-foot underground tunnel to avoid alarming living patients. Nurses whispered about doors slamming on their own and shadowy figures standing watch at dying patients' bedsides. The darkest legend began in 1928 when a young nurse hanged herself in room 502 after discovering her pregnancy. Today, visitors report sudden choking sensations in that room. When the hospital finally closed in 1961, the new owners expected silence. Instead, they found gowns swaying on hooks in empty rooms, the scent of antiseptic lingering after decades, phantom coughs echoing through sealed wards. Waverly Hills was supposed to be a place of healing. Instead, it became a haunted place.
Some of the treatments they received were horrific, like inflating balloons inside their lungs or even removing ribs and muscles to help patients breathe. With all that death and suffering, it's no surprise it's one of the most active paranormal locations in America. Visitors report disembodied voices, slamming doors, and even objects being thrown. But what makes it even worse is the body chute that lies below the building, a dark underground tunnel once used to remove corpses from the property in a discreet manner.
3. Poviglia Island.
In the moonlight, my honey, I know with the dawn.
It's not just hospitals that saw many sick people. There's another place haunted by this terrible disease. This place was supposed to cure the incurable disease, but instead, the doctors did the exact opposite. They burned patients alive when they became too sick. That is Poviglia Island. Watch this video.
Did you know about Poveglia, often called the world's most haunted island? This small island, located in the Venetian lagoon, Italy, is infamous for its bloody history and chilling tales. In the 14th century, its residents were forced to evacuate when authorities turned it into a critical defensive outpost. By the 16th century, during the devastation of the Black Death, Poveglia was repurposed as a quarantine zone for infected patients. Between 1777 and 1814, the island served as the primary quarantine station for plague outbreaks. As a result, Poveglia Poviglia became a massive graveyard, with thousands of plague victims cremated or buried in mass graves on the island. In 1922, a psychiatric hospital was constructed on the island. Stories soon emerged of a deranged doctor, supposedly driven mad by demons, who performed grotesque experiments on patients. He ultimately met his end by jumping from the hospital's bell tower. Decades later, locals claim to still hear the bell tolling, even though it had been removed years prior. In recent years, Italian construction crews attempted to restore the abandoned hospital, but abruptly stopped without explanation, fueling speculation that they were driven away by the island's sinister forces. The haunting tales of Poviglia have persisted, making all government efforts to auction the island unsuccessful.
Today, we are in Italy visiting one of the most famous and illegal haunted locations in the world, Poviglia Island. She's describing herself. Yes. Peggy, a dark, tall lady that's in control that died when she was 37. Please come with us and protect us while we talk to Dr. Mello. Did someone push you off the bell tower?
I completely understand why the Italian construction crews abruptly stopped the restoration work here. This place has to be the most haunted place ever. What is a lobotomy? It's where they stick a needle up your eyeball into your brain and literally mush it around until you get so brain damaged that you can't be insane anymore. Basically, making half of your brain into mashed potatoes.
4. Hotel Emily Morgan.
Enough with the haunted death hospitals. This next building isn't even abandoned, it's active and haunted, and the owners are trying to cover it up. They obviously won't get any customers if everyone knows the place is haunted. I would definitely never go to a confirmed haunted place, but the story behind why it's haunted is actually quite heartbreaking. By the way, my Roblox account is BigUp1509. Watch this explanation.
Have you ever heard of the Emily Morgan Hotel? The building was constructed in 1924 and was built to mimic the Flatiron Hotel in New York City. At first it was used for office spaces for doctors. The top floor was a full-blown hospital while the basement was the morgue. In 1976 it would be repurposed into office spaces. That would only last for 10 years though, and in 1986 it was turned into the Emily Morgan Hotel. But the hotel is apparently very haunted. While staying on the 14th floor, people have opened doors to be met with a full-blown hospital scene. When they shut the door and open it back up, everything's gone back to normal. On the 12th floor, doors will open and shut by themselves. Sleeping guests will be woken up by the sound of faucets turning on, but when they go into the bathroom to turn them off, the water will mysteriously stop. People have also witnessed nurses walking down the halls, pushing a gurney. The hotel's swimming pool was made out of the stainless steel operating tables that the hospital used to use. Might explain some of the hauntings. And the elevators kind of have a mind of their own. They'll take trips up and down while no one is in there. The receptionist at the front desk will get calls from empty elevators, but the most scary is when the elevator goes directly down to the basement floor without being asked to. And if you remember, that's where the morgue used to be. The basement is plagued with orbs and disembodied voices. You will also smell human burning flesh. That part of the hotel is roped off to visitors, but employees hate going down there. And on the 7th floor of the hotel, there is a ghostly bride that will scream through the night. When guests are awoken by her screams, they'll call down to the front desk and all they can say is it was probably a ghost. You can stay at the Emily Morgan Hotel. It's even pet friendly. It's located in San Antonio, Texas. Are you brave enough to stay the night? Let me know in the comments. And as always, follow for more scary stories.
I hope her soul finds peace soon so she can go to heaven. Rest in peace to her. Next, let's dig a bit deeper, quite literally. Because deep underground is a massive dark maze stretching for hundreds of miles, and its sole purpose is burying dead people.
5. Odessa catacombs. The dark maze.
Let's dig a bit deeper, quite literally, because deep underground is a massive dark maze stretching for hundreds of miles, and it was created just for the purpose of burying dead people. Yes, thousands of people's bones and stuff are down here. People have seen unexplainable things while exploring this place. Dead people and underground tunnels, that's just a recipe for some real demon.
This has to be the most terrifying place in the whole world. I'm referring to the Odessa catacombs located in the Ukrainian city of Odessa. And this place is straight nightmare fuel. The Odessa catacombs are a vast and intricate network of underground tunnels and passageways located between the city of Odessa. Stretching over 2,500 kilometers, these catacombs are believed to be the longest in the world, and they are probably the scariest based on these pictures, as you can see here and here. To me, this looks like the closest you're gonna get to hell on earth. Originally quarried for building materials, particularly limestones used to construct the buildings in Odessa, the catacombs have a rich and varied history. During World War II, the catacombs served as a hiding place for Soviet partisans and was also used by the local population as a shelter from the bombing raids. But in recent times, the catacombs have become a popular but extremely dangerous place for urban explorers. What makes these catacombs extra dangerous is the fact that the vast majority of the catacombs are actually unmapped, and there have been instances of people getting lost and dying due to the complex and maze-like nature of these tunnels. Despite these risks, the catacombs remain a fascinating and mysterious underground location that people come to visit from all over the world. I don't know about you, but to me, this is the most terrifying place that I can think of on Earth. And my biggest irrational fear is that one day I'm going to be stuck and lost in one of these tunnels. And this is exactly what happened to a young woman named Masha, who got lost in the catacombs in 2005. Masha, along with a group of friends, ventured into the catacombs to celebrate New Year's Eve. As they explored the labyrinth tunnels, they became separated, and Masha lost her way. Despite the extensive search efforts, she was never found. Just the immense vastness of the catacombs, along with the eerie atmosphere and lack of light, adds to the sense of disorientation and danger for those who venture into them without proper guidance. And the more I study this location and the more pictures I see, I just get that there's something supernatural or something that's not explainable in these catacombs. Let me know your thoughts. Would you be interested in visiting a location like this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like content like this, follow me. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
To be honest, these tunnels do look kind of fun to explore, if they weren't haunted and all that. By the way, the word of the day is cursed adventure. Comment that phrase down below to confuse the people who haven't watched until now.
6. Paris catacombs. The 6 million bone vault.
In France, there is a famous tunnel system. It might be the biggest haunted place in the world. During the Black Plague, over 6 million people were buried here. Some were even burned alive because they were so sick with the plague. That just sounds like a recipe for a ghost horde, and it's right under the center of Paris.
Do you know that beneath the streets of Paris lies a city of the dead, a labyrinth of tunnels stretching for miles, lined with the bones of over 6 million souls? They're called the catacombs of Paris, a place born from desperation. In the 18th century, overflowing cemeteries caused disease to spread through the city. So one by one, bodies were exhumed, and their remains were carried deep underground. Skulls and femurs were arranged into walls, patterns, monuments of mortality, an art of death. But these tunnels aren't just history, they're legend. Explorers, cataphiles, still slip through hidden entrances. vanishing into the dark. Some return with photos of rooms no one has mapped. Others never come back. In 1990, police found a video camera deep inside the catacombs. Its battery was dead, but the footage showed a man running, panicked, lost in the dark. He dropped the camera. His body was never found. Down there, sound echoes strangely. Whispers don't fade, they follow. And they say, if you wander far enough, you'll start to hear bones moving, as if the dead are rearranging themselves, waiting for company.
If you know about the Black Plague, it was the most terrifying thing in Europe, having killed over 6 million people who became underground residents. It's best if we don't wander into their territory, unless we want to become one of them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow so I can keep protecting you from these creepy mysteries. Thanks for watching, my dear friends. See you in the next video. Bye.